Hello and welcome back to Pokemmo Johto Ultimate Max. I don't know, I'm just kind of adding. Anyway, I am the prepared Pixel Doctor.
I am DJ Fexick.
And I am coughing fit deadlock.
Oh, DJ, that's a good one. Actually, I don't have anything to do here. I have to go to the underground part.
Yeah, I still got to clear out a couple floors.
Wait, there's another right building.
Where are you going, Della? To the underground?
Yep.
Yeah, I just went to the one above. Hey!
Yep, there we are.
I wish we had more Pokemon in recent gens that are more dinosaur-like. So I feel
I
like
can understand that.
Do we discount Excalibur?
Kind of, because it's more based off Godzilla, who in itself is not really a dinosaur.
I feel like the back plates on Excalibur were just a little too much for me.
I don't mind that because it's a very on the nose Godzilla, which I don't mind. By the way, speaking of this,
We had our Godzilla already.
no, but this one's closer to like actual Godzilla, although it doesn't really use it for anything Godzilla inspired except for that back attack.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's about as Godzilla levels of ridiculousness as you could possibly get.
I wish they kind of glowed when he does like Hyper Beam or something. Speaking of, there's a new Godzilla movie in. It's coming out somewhat soon.
The Japanese one or the legendary one?
I don't know. It's called Godzilla First something.
Oh no, then that's the Japanese one. We're getting one this coming year too, I believe.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're getting Godzilla and Kong. Rise of an Empire, I think it's called.
Again, essentially.
No, the last one was Godzilla, Godzilla versus Kong. This is Godzilla and Kong. Apparently, they have to join forces against a mutual threat.
I don't mind. I like kaiju movies. They're fun.
Oh yeah. Especially now with the CGI, you can make the monsters so much more believable.
True, and a lot
To an
more
extent.
interesting. No, definitely. I mean, Godzilla, in terms of how it looks real. But, you know, obviously.
Well, it isn't so much that. It's like, like in the first legendary Godzilla movie, the one back in 2014, when there's a scene towards the end, like right before Godzilla clips the male Muto, he throws it off himself, and it opens its wings and it starts to like fly as if like catching itself, like his throw didn't matter. As it's flying back to attack him again, like Godzilla does this little sneer, and you can very clearly tell on his face, like, oh, okay, he's pissed, like he's agitated that what he did didn't work. And then he just turns and swats the thing like he's a damn, fly swatter, quite frankly. But I just like that you could see the frustration on his face. Like, hell, the Godzilla in that one movie was more emotive than half the human cast.
I'm gonna rewatch that movie. They're still good. I think they're all.
It was good. I enjoyed Bryan Cranston's performance.
What other movies is he in? I think we had this conversation before, but I don't remember.
Movies, I don't know, but he was the main guy in Breaking Bad.
Ah, okay, that dude. Alright, that's all you had to say. I immediately know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he played the father of, I guess you'd call him the main human character in Godzilla.
I don't remember the plot too well. You don't really watch the Godzilla movies for the plot necessarily. It's more for monster versus monster. That's what you watch it for.
Yeah. You watch to see the kaiju beating the shit out of each other, and thankfully, ever since those movies, it looked so damn good.
Everything has value.
Have you seen Shin Godzilla?
No, the only Godzilla movie I've seen was the 2014 one.
I would recommend Shin Godzilla if you can find a translated version. It was I'm pretty sure that one was directed by the same guy who did the Evangelion series, and it is unsettling.
I've been watching more movies recently. Like I told you last week, I think it was last week, I watched Kung Fu Panda 1 for the first time. I watched Kung Fu Panda 2. I would say it's about the same quality. Still pretty good.
Nice.
And
yeah,
trying to.
Yeah, Shin Godzilla. Imagine regular Godzilla, except everything that doesn't kill him, he evolves to overcome almost instantaneously.
That makes me think of something.
Doomsday.
Yeah, actually, yes, pretty much the exact same idea.
That's actually a very apt comparison, except, it's Godzilla. And, just, when you get a chance, run a Google image search for Shin Godzilla.
I'll do it right now.
This thing looks horrifying.
Maybe I'll put it on screen if editing me feels like it.
Yeah, there is nothing warm and cuddly about this monster.
Yeah, look, from what I'm seeing, it's a silver. Oh, this might be from the newer. Okay, yeah, it's like silver and red. It's basically Devil Joe.
Look at the images of with its maw open, and it looks even more horrifying.
I say it's basically Devil Joe. In a sense, in terms of how.
And this one can do with his atomic breath what Sasori can do with his water cannons.
God, Japan has cool ideas.
Yeah.
Were they the first to come up with the kaiju idea, or do you think there was something before that?
I actually don't, because the original Godzilla, trying to come up with a timeline in my head here.
It was in the It was after the Second World War?
It was after World War. Yeah, it was after World War II. I know that. I want to say it was It was the early 50s, either 53 or 54. And no, we did. The original King Kong that came out in the 30s.
Oh, you're right. King Kong was before that, and by the definition of a kaiju, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, granted, Japan would go on to do it, I would argue, better, at least up until Legendary got their hands on the rights, but yeah, no, Kong, pretty sure Kong was the first. Any kaiju aficionados in the comments who are aware of a earlier film, please inform me.
Yes, we would actually love to know that.
I actually would.
We are big fans of kaiju. I was gonna say Japanese culture, but that's not exactly the subject that we were talking about. Japanese culture as well, but kaiju is the...
I was gonna say, that's more my shtick from the group as a whole.
I like Japanese culture, I just don't talk about it too much. I'm not as well informed. Although Japan is pretty.
Let me preface that. I am a fan of older Japanese culture. Modern Japan, I really couldn't tell you teeth from toenails.
You don't like VTubers? You don't like,
No. We've had this conversation when it came to that Iono gym leader. You know I don't.
I was trying to think of something else. I couldn't think of anything. That shows my lack of knowledge. You know what's funny? You know how Attack on Titan is really popular over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, they apparently hate it in Japan. It's just like... well, maybe not hate it, I don't know. But from what I understand, it's not that popular over there.
Huh.
I mean, this is based off limited resources, so maybe that information could be wrong, I don't know. But from what I heard, yeah.
I'm sure we have those too. Things that are, I guess, mediocre at best in the States, but are outrageously popular overseas.
Right. I've had a similar thought where it comes to voice acting, where people will complain about voice acting being bad, and say, like, dub is always bad, sub is always better, but I'm like, you probably can't tell if the sub is actually good or bad, because if you don't speak Japanese.
Yeah, so I'm sure they have the same gripes about their voice actors.
Exactly. So that's why whenever people say sub over dub or anything like that, I'm like, shut up. This is a non-argument. This is...
Yeah, it's like, as long as I can understand the medium as it's being presented to me, I don't care.
Yeah, like, there are bad voice actors. Like, that's very,
Oh, of course there are. Of course. I've played, if you've ever played Arc Rise Fantasia, that game was horribly voice acted. But I understood what was going on. Yeah, but I understood what was going on.
Yeah. Sometimes bad voice acting can be fun sometimes.
Oh, like, if only for making fun of it. It could be hilarious sometimes.
What was I gonna say? The first Echo Knight by FromSoft, they had English voice actors, and this was in the PS1 era. So a lot of them were like not great. But God, dude, I actually
Understandable.
it did fit the theme kind of well because like they were like lost souls and stuff, so like their voices were kind of droning and depressed.
Hmm.
Very
You know
good
what
game.
game kind of another game early on, funny enough, when you hit recently, is Star Fox 64 was one of the earlier Nintendo titles to feature like fully fleshed out voice acting, and I don't believe that was done that bad.
No, that was pretty decent for its time. I would say once you got like mid PS2 era is when things started doing, voice acting became better for video games.
Yeah.
I
'Cause,
can. That's definitely agreeable.
Because some early PS2 games were still pretty bad voice acting.
I mean, because Archives Fantasia was for the Wii, so
So that was after. I mean, yeah, you're still gonna get bad voice acting in modern day, but I'm never gonna complain because maybe they normally don't do this. Maybe they didn't understand the character. Because there's a YouTuber by the name of Alphared. I'm a big fan because he's just a genuinely nice guy and just seems like fun to hang out. And he talked about how he
never
was
meet
gonna
you.
do.
Well, never meet your hero.
No, whatever. Doesn't matter. Um, he mentioned how he was given a voice actor role for some game, and they didn't have images for the character yet, so they just tried to describe to him what they were doing. And he he was supposed to be like some sort of like ferryman, and so he was thinking like a barbershop quartet ferryman because the way the person explained it, but it was like a Grim Reaper, so the voice acting was totally off. So I imagine situations like that definitely happened when people reported for like PS1 and stuff like that. Like they just didn't know what to do or the context of the scene.
What exactly? Yeah, context is often important when actually doing that kind of job right. Because if you're saying, "Hey, I need you to portray this character," and you don't understand what the character is, that's how a lot of that problems happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I still gotta respect anyone that did voice acting, that has done voice acting, and at least actively tried. I don't,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
yeah, because like there are
Balance under
people that
fire, but we don't want to talk about that.
there are people that have done voice acting, or that are just like regular actors, like Megan Fox for the recently released Mortal Kombat 1 that they did.
Mhm.
They had her play one of the characters, and God, is she awful. Her voices are so off.
Yeah.
Like I could tell she's kind of trying, but also not really. Like she half-asses it. Like
Oh.
you could tell it's mostly her talking and not completely understanding the scene. But from what I understand, Megan Fox is a pretty bad actor to begin with.
Yeah, I've never been a fan particularly.
To my understanding, it's not that she's bad; it's that she's overconfident and just like doesn't nearly try as much as she probably should.
The thing I have, at least with movies like the Transformers franchise, is they try to balance your interest in the actress too much on her sex appeal.
That definitely happened. That was during
Sometimes
the
it just
time.
comes off as boring.
I feel like that nowadays that doesn't happen as often, but that definitely happened during that time frame. Like that was Megan Fox was also very huge at that time too. For what I guess just for being hot. Personally.
Yeah, and this may be one of those like Flynn Rider held up by all the swords moments, but at a certain point, no amount of cleavage justifies poor acting.
Yeah, you can't save a movie with a hot body, but you can kill it with bad acting. It is what it is.
Like that was because I remember I'm pretty sure what it was when I was in high school is when that movie Jennifer's Body came out.
I remember that.
Yeah, and everybody's like, "Oh, Megan Fox," and I'm watching this going like, "Am I the only one in the room who prefers Amanda Seyfried?"
That movie was not very good, from what I understand.
I mean, no, but how many horror movies made back then actually were?
I mean, how many horror movies in general? There's not too many great ones.
I mean, we watched two movies, AJ and I, for Halloween. We watched Hocus Pocus, which is kind of like a tradition for our friend group, and then we, on a whim, went and rewatched Freddy vs. Jason, and that movie is just so fucking funny.
Yeah, it's campy.
I want to watch
so
more horror
great.
movies, but it's just obsessive gore that a lot of movies do just doesn't. Ugh, it just grosses me out really badly.
And see, Freddy vs. Jason is no less guilty of that than any other movie. But I think what it is, because I'll also preface this by saying I did watch the most recent Nightmare on Elm Street, like when they tried to revamp the whole thing.
Oh, like
I didn't like it as much.
That was like the 2017, I think.
Yeah, a 16, 17, somewhere around that. I didn't like it as much, and that was when it kind of clicked for me. I like Freddy because Robert Englund plays Freddy.
Sometimes the actor make the role. I was watching a video.
Oh, and
Yeah, sometimes you could like, you just cannot separate the two. It's the
like,
one person who makes it.
Like J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson. You can't separate him for that role. The dude is
You
just born
can't.
for. He's just born for the role, man.
Mhm.
J.K. Simmons, by the way, did not realize how good of a voice actor he was until I saw like the other roles he actually plays.
Huh.
Yeah, no, like he's Omni-Man in what's that show called? Invincible. Yeah,
Invincible.
Yeah.
Got a new season. We got a new season of that coming up.
Yeah.
I seriously need to watch it at some point. I really do.
I enjoyed it. I would recommend it if you have the time.
I haven't seen it, but I've seen so many clips that I've basically seen it. I've seen all like the big scenes.
Oh, I see.
Dude, J.K. Simmons is so good. There's a bunch of other roles that I didn't even realize he was in. He's in like a bunch of the Ben 10 stuff from. He's in a lot of. Hold on, I gotta pull up his roles because he's in so many roles.
But I got that too from I forget his name, but he's the guy who plays the mayor on the Powerpuff Girls. Come to find out, he's in a lot of Cartoon Network stuff.
Yeah, no, I looked him up at one point. I can't remember who the actor is, but I do remember looking up and being impressed with how much he's done.
Yeah, like he's the amazing Mumbo in Teen Titans. He's a bunch of their voices. Like that was I guess back then Cartoon Network really wanted to hold on to the talent they had.
I mean,
They
that's
cared.
smart. You have good talent. You want it.
Yeah,
Oh, absolutely.
Back when they cared.
Why is that such a hard concept these days?
No one watches TV anymore, so the budget's been decreased.
I mean, just in general.
And then there are always actors I feel like you can always rely on. Like, Jack Black, he almost never fails a role. The dude kills it in almost everything he does.
He's just having a good time every time he's on
That's
screen.
true. You know what? That's definitely part of the reason. He's always just having a good time.
Yeah, and that's why I like Jack Black. He always struck me as the kind of guy who's not overly like he doesn't take himself too seriously. Like Jim Carrey had the same thing going for a while, and then he tried to take on more dramatic roles, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
I think he's gone back on that. I think he's dialed it back.
He has. He's gone back to what he knows, and he plays funny characters with serious undertones. Like
I mean, I can't blame a guy for
like-
wanting to try something new and different.
well, like Robotnik in the Sonic movies was a recent example that comes to mind. It's like it's still a funny character, but he's the villain, so it's like okay, we're like you're gonna take this guy a little more seriously.
Yeah, I haven't seen the movie yet, but I heard it was pretty good. I heard he was pretty decent in it.
The original one was good. I have not seen the second one yet, but I'm told that it held up well.
I heard it wasn't as good. Oh, so this is more for me because I like this. But there's a movie called Claus. It was obviously a Christmas movie. It was made a couple years ago, and J.K. Simmons is Santa Claus in that, and that was actually a really good Christmas movie.
Oh shit!
I'm looking through J.K. Simmons' roles right now. If you've seen
Yeah,
Zootopia, he's the lion mayor.
Oh, okay. Oh
that's-
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, there was no way that Heracross was living acrobatics.
If you've seen Legend of Korra, he is Aang's son, Tenzin.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say which one. Aang has two sons.
Yeah, the one that actually stays as an air nomad.
They're both airbenders.
Oh, are they? I haven't watched Legend of
Well,
Korra, so
I think he means more the
Yeah, so-
lifestyle.
yeah.
Because Tenzin has always been an airbender. He inherited Aang's skill, and then Boomy became an airbender later on. Tell it, buddy.
I don't know. There are certain actors and voice actors and ones that do both that I just hold a good respect for because they do their job well and they're decent people. Oh, and apparently J.K. Simmons was in Pompoko. If anyone's seen that, which I watched recently.
I actually have not. What's that one about?
It's about Tanukis. It's like kind of like the history of them, sort of in animated form. It's made by Miyazaki. It's very depressing.
Oh. Now, when you say depressing, are we talking like Watership Down depressing, or?
Well, at one point, a bunch of Tanukis just start getting slaughtered. So.
Okay,
Hey.
so that's actually not too far off of Watership Down.
Yeah, I like... Made me sad. Especially because my character, my VTuber character, is a Tanuki, so it's like, oh, hold on a second now.
Wait a minute, I don't agree to this.
Oh, and I'm still scrolling Simmons. He was also the yellow M&M in the commercials.
No shit.
Yeah, apparently.
No, that's a funny image.
That's that's actually kind of cool.
The dude, he's talented on several levels.
All right, Calliope.
Also, me against Ariana, not going too well right now.
no.
I'm still stuck with Eradicate back here.
Unfortunately, just some things. It was a mix of me not paying attention and some things just not going well. Some stray crits.
I see.
Miltank is not the biggest hitter, and that's kind of being a problem for leveling it up.
Currently against his Vileplume. Or her Vileplume. I'm stacking curses right now.
Not bad.
Not that it's much because it's a special attacker.
No, I was making his attack go up.
I was gonna say, like, Vileplume's 2 stab types. One of them hits you, I believe, not effectively at all. I think you're actually quad resist. You're quad resist, and the other one can't even hit you.
Yeah, so like, what is it gonna do? Yeah,
Not a damn thing.
Yeah, unfortunately, Fortress still has really bad special defense, so it's still doing damage. It's not.
I was gonna say, like you don't want to put that thing in battle with my Typhlosion.
Honestly,
I think that went without saying.
kind of don't really want to put it against a special attacker in general. Although it keeps using Teeter Dance, which is annoying.
Ah, you're fine.
I'm giving it a Hyper Potion, because between it hitting itself and the slow chip from the Giga Drain, I was actually losing.
By the way, Chris, there's a lot of boxes downstairs that have items in it.
Are you still down?
Oh yeah, I knew that.
Yeah,
Okay.
again, my Miltank was actually slowing me down.
Yeah, I'm dealing with the trainers down here now.
Ironically, because it's fast.
Yeah. I had already dealt with that, so...
Well, the rivals dealt with, so
Stop.
that was fun.
Yeah, that was
I'm
kind of a cakewalk for me.
I'm so sick of all these poison types poisoning me. I really should have evolved Scyther. This would have been so
Hey,
helpful.
Metal Coat. I would love to be able to use something that could benefit from that.
Hey, there was a medical back there somewhere.
Don't you
yeah,
have
down
a
in
metal
the.
code on you?
No, I just didn't see it. That's all.
Yeah, I would just like to use the type that benefits from it.
I just don't know why Deluxe refusing to evolve his Scizor, or his Scyther into
Am I
a
not
Scizor.
allowed to enjoy Scyther?
You keep complaining that you would prefer the Scizor, then
No,
yes.
no. In hindsight, yes, but I want to also use the freaking whatever. Oh yeah, that's not what I expected to see, but probably not going to use it.
The Fortress is now too fast for the Vileplume. I'm slowly rapid spinning it to death.
Oh, freaking each.
I hate Teeter Dance.
Nah, that's not the love.
I mean, thankfully, Curse is it raises my attack, but also raises my defense. So even when I hit myself, I don't do a lot. But boy, is this annoying.
The dogs are watching the window. It's very cute. Hey, no barking.
It was cute.
Hey, none of it. Yeah, it was cute, and then I guess the neighbor across the street came out.
How dare they exist?
Conveniently, I'm watching the window today too.
Can't believe the neighbors exist in my timeline.
Right? God, like other humans, why do they have to exist? But no, I'm looking out for the. I'm assuming it's going to be the Amazon driver today.
Did AJ ever get to figure out the Lies of P? Did that work out?
Yeah. So she just has to like switch it around, like go from the Series S back to the One, and she'll be able to play it.
I did not realize why you meant just the digital code, but after she messaged me after thanking me and then explaining, and I was like, oh, now it makes sense.
Yes. Yeah. The Series S doesn't have a disc port, so we can so we can only do digital copies of stuff.
Yeah, you need an X in order to actually have a disk drive.
Yeah, I wish I had realized that prior to.
Yeah, in the long run, though, it's still a great trade-off because it is significantly cheaper than the main console.
True. I just prefer having physical copies, so that's...
Typically, so do I, but like when it comes to video games in recent years, I haven't had that many that I have felt so strongly about that I wanted them physical.
Well, whatever. As long as she got it, it works. She can enjoy it.
Yeah.
Right. We can do this, and we can do this for now.
Poison really does not like my Typhlosion.
Yeah, I'm getting really sick of all these poison effects.
Yeah, like every attack that can poison that has ever hit, like ever since she was a Cyndaquil, every single poison attack that can poison has.
Yeah, I've been poisoned by just about every move under the sun in this run. Except Poison Fang, which I haven't run into much, but watch it poison me.
Yeah, buddy.
My dog is annoying.
Really? Oh shit.
Oh right, I forgot about this.
What are you doing?
What's up?
There may have been a few trainers I missed.
Oh, what, in the radio tower?
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
I have got to go back up and heal.
Does this still get more attack when he evolves?
This who?
I honestly, I know his stats
Yes,
are just
so,
attack
yeah,
distribution.
So it's the same base stat total, but Scyther has superior speed, Scizor has better attack.
I thought it was just defense, but okay.
I'm pretty sure the defense is way a little more heavily in Scissor's favor too.
Yeah.
Oh god, you have Fire Fang.
Most of the trade-off goes for speed into attack and defense.
Yeah, Scyther is quicker, Scizor is just a better combatant.
King Teeter Dance.
What are you up against that is using that so much?
Vileplume.
You're still dealing with the same Vileplume?
Well, I said I was already down like a Pokemon or two. I beat it, and then I got to her last one, and it was an Arbok versus my Meganium, so that the math didn't math.
Yeah, that's not a good combo for you.
So I'm back at it again, but the main reason I lost is because I didn't have my Raichu, and she started off with her Honchkrow, and the Honchkrow crit killed my my Poliwrath, and then just went on to kill my Clefable, and it was just downhill from there.
Are you?
Am I?
Goddamn crit!
Damn it, Pulse. So, what gen did Coughing get reactive gas?
7 or 8, because that's when
8.
Galarian Wheezing existed, and that's what introduced the ability.
Oh my
Well,
god.
that is probably one of the best things they could have done for the Coughing line.
Especially when it got Fairy typing also.
Yeah, because those things have become just a hard check to my Heracross now with the Burn Orb.
It's a really good ability.
Yeah, like if you because
so many
Yeah,
Pokemon just love to rely on their abilities to make or break for it. The fact that you could just sabotage it just by being there.
I exist,
yeah, like
so you do not.
as soon as you throw a Monkey Wrench in Guts, like Heracross, not nearly as strong. Like still good, don't get me wrong, but
I mean, not as good when it's burned.
yeah.
Alright. Archer. Oh, and... Alright, I gotta be quick.
What are we coming up on our time?
Yeah.
Tell me about it, sir.
He has words to say, and they're getting close to forming. Kind of.
Even if it is just the same sound repeated a couple hundred times.
He's getting there. Uh-oh.
Slowly but surely.
Should have seen that coming. Well, hopefully I won't need Raichu after this.
As I recall, Archer's big thing is his Houndoom, right?
He does have a Houndoom.
Well, he's had a Magmar, he's had a Weezing that exploded immediately on me, and a Golbat, which this is not ideal for me.
How are things going down there for you, by the way?
Me?
Yeah.
That's good. Just clear out all the trainers, or except the one by the purple switch.
Well, looks like we're both going down. Oh no, I lived.
But are we going down swinging?
Well, he did. Hi. Oh, well.
I'm just going to assume a lot of these trainers are going to have a fire lead, so I'm just going to not have Scizor in the front.
Either fire or poison.
Well, so far it's been fire.
I'm just letting
And if it's
you
not
know.
fire, it's poison types with fire.
And yep, there's his Houndoom last.
Here, buddy.
Also, I've not been happy with Donphan lately. He keeps missing every rollout.
That's unfortunate.
Also, when do you learn?
Yeah, you want to watch Daddy beat up Team Rocket?
What's a rocket?
Alright, let's see how this does. Give an idea of where we're at. Oh! That's a good start.
And
I don't think this helps I resist.
yeah, you like
Oh, I don't resist. What? Oh, that's right, yeah. We had a whole thing about this in... Okay. Oh, alright, you sure? Alright. I just forgot a typing thing. But for some reason, on his last Pokemon, he decided to use Explosion. I don't know why. I still had 3 more Pokemon in the back. Oh, normal Gen Explosion.
That's just cheating.
A little bit, but you know. Alright.
I mean, to be fair, if they still allowed gems in the games, it's probably exactly some shit that I would pull.
I miss gems.
I do too.
I can get
were so
why,
short-lived.
because they were very strong, but they were fun.
Or at least they kept one of them.
Yeah. I want them all. Leave. I want to end the episode. Get out of here. Alright.
And then, can I help you?
With
Yeah,
that, we'll
no,
see
I'm
you
not
guys.
taking the.
We'll see you guys next time for
I'm not
whatever
taking the
shenanigans
chance
we're
on
up to
Gold
then.
Later.
Later.